Welcome back, everybody. Today I want to make a different version of my chicken street taco. We're going to call these cheesy chicken street tacos. You've seen me make my chicken street tacos many times. Start out with diced chicken breast. Today we have 50-50. It's chicken breast and chicken thighs that I had in the refrigerator. Typically I cook the chicken and then add it to the enchilada sauce. Today I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of the enchilada sauce in first. My thinking is this will intensify the flavor and we'll save the rest for later. Blackstone 36-inch Pro Series griddle and my old friend avocado oil. You watch my videos, you'll find out I like to oil before and after. I choose to use my bare hands. I've been doing this a long time. You might want to use heat-resistant gloves. That's a hot griddle top. I have my Pro Series on medium, but you might need to be on high heat. The Pro Series seems to burn hotter than the other models. Down with the chicken. If you don't have the Pro Series, maybe you have a 17-inch or a 22-inch with fewer burners, you might want to be cranked all the way on high. Depends on your situation. And a shout out to one of my amazing subscribers from Michigan. He gave me 2 bottles of this on the Griddle Mortar. This is called Wawa Chihuahua. No salt or sugar, and I am loving this. This is my current favorite Tex-Mex seasoning. This stuff is good. Instant sear on that chicken. Grab my Blackstone cast iron pan, deep dish pan. I'm gonna put the rest of the enchilada sauce in there and straight over to the left side of my griddle. And a big shout out to our friends at Headley and Bennett. Oh my goodness, incredible aprons. They hooked me up with a care package. I've got a black apron, I've got a cool khaki one, chef socks, and a new knife. Nice little utility knife, perfect. I'm gonna make a little onion and cilantro topping for my tacos. My enchilada sauce is simmering away. We're gonna kill these 2 burners all together. Back to my chicken, which I believe is completely cooked. Small pieces, so we are good. We're gonna go ahead and drop that into my enchilada sauce. Mix it up a little bit. Clean up my griddle, give it a quick scrape and another wipe. Keep that griddle well oiled. Today we have the Mission Street Tacos of the white corn tortilla. I'm gonna grab 2 tortillas at a time. Corn tortillas, more thin, they break easily. We're gonna put them down in our sauce. Gonna put them straight down on the griddle top like that. We'll infuse a little bit of that enchilada sauce flavor into the tortillas. All right, give them a quick flip. Oh yeah, look really good. And I love this brand of queso quesadilla. I'm gonna smother these tortillas and we're gonna put that hot marinated taco meat right on top of these things, straight down in the center of each taco. In for the tacos. You can see the cheese is starting to melt. See what I'm talking about? You get the best melt with that particular brand of cheese. It is so good. These taco racks are really nice for when you want to show your tacos off. I mean, look how pretty those look. The cilantro onion mixture, just like they do in the food trucks. This is the same way we do our tacos on the Griddle Mortar. I have to have crema. You could also use cotija, but we are fresh out of cotija. Using the Herdez today. I've used the Roja for years, but they have a cilantro lime that I've never tried before. It smells so good. Last but not least, we have a lime. Gonna cut the lime into little wedges. A little bit of lime on top. Take a look at that. That's a cheesy chicken street taco. And if I really want some nice contrast, I can put some of the red on top. Look at that. Oh my. A little bit across the limes. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We're going with this one. Oh, I'm even gonna put a little extra lime juice on top of mine. It is a gorgeous taco. Oh, I've made these so many times, but never with the cheese. Let's give it a try. They're almost a 2-bite Todd taco. I'll probably do it in 4. cheese is a difference maker. Now, not any queso quesadilla, but this brand, El Viero, ho, 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 it is so good. And of course, what's not to love? I finally dipped my tortillas in the enchilada sauce in a huge, huge difference maker. We have a lot of people to feed today, so we're heading into Walmart to buy some food. Red onions for tacos. Once in a while, you'll find diced onions here in the produce section, but today they were out. Looks like we're dicing our own. Mission Street Taco flour tortillas. Perfect. I love them. They also come in corn. The corn's phenomenal, but they're kind of thin. You have to double them up. So on the tour, we go with flour. With the chicken tacos, you can go fresh if you're at home. Fresh chicken breasts or chicken thighs. When I'm in a Walmart parking lot and we're in a hurry, we go with frozen, pre-cooked options. So sometimes I go with the John Soules oven roasted with a great value. If I'm lucky enough, like I am today, and I can find them, Tyson grilled and ready pulled chicken breasts. They're ready to go, and I don't need to cut them up. It's chicken street taco time. Today is my lucky day. Cholula chili garlic, hands down my personal favorite Mexican hot sauce. You can use regular Cholula, you can use Tapatio, but Cholula chili garlic. Chicken street tacos, you need some crema, some Mexican table cream. You also need cotija cheese or clean up on aisle 10. Tequila lime. Griddle more towards 2023. Better get primed. Oh my goodness. So everybody, if you don't know, this is Raul. He is my good friend, and he's been on the road with Blackstone now for over a year, coast to coast. He's amazing, and for some reason, every single week I forget my red enchilada sauce, and Raul helps me out.
Yes.
Every week, chopping up cilantro since we use it in 2 of the 4 recipes. The cool thing about cilantro is you don't need to be picky. If you have a little piece of stem in there, it's perfectly fine, tastes the same. We have all the meat prepped out, so now it's just little things like crema, basil, parsley, portioning out cheese. We're so used to using the wet crema that we pour on our food, but today they had this traditional kind that its consistency is a little more like sour cream. So we're gonna mix up a whole tub of this with a little bit of water, and we're gonna try to get it to where we can squeeze it on our food. I like being able to come up with solutions on the fly because every store is gonna be different and they're never gonna have the same product in 2 different stores. There's always gonna be a different brand of something. So we're putting it back into the container, and this is the hard work, the hard behind the scenes things that you're not gonna see in the Instagram photos. Cool thing too about Griddle Nation, a lot of times I start doing the same thing over and over and over, and then a new guy walks in. A lady walks in and says, "Why aren't you doing it this way?" Crazy ideas from Griddle Nation. So homemade, squeezable crema. It took 20 minutes to make. They're not gonna know the difference, but we know. Oh, look at that. Simmering taco goodness. Are you pumped up?
I'm pumped, man. I'm stoked.
Let me say it's taco time.
It's taco time and it's not even Tuesday. I'm just gonna stir up the taco meat, and then I'm gonna serve some tacos. We got the cotija that we're gonna sprinkle a little of that on there. We got some limes and we got some Mexican crema, and yeah. It's about to go down in taco town.
everybody have fun at the Griddle More Tour. Today I want to show you how to make a delicious breakfast sope. So these are pre-made from the store. There's countless videos on YouTube, people showing you how to make these. Of course, these are made out of white corn masa, okay? The same as a white corn tortilla. We have to toast these things up. I have my griddle on low. Gonna put down a little bit of olive oil, and we're gonna put these down in the oil. You can see I'm on a slope here, so my oil's running away. We're gonna start toasting these up. We're gonna put a little bit of olive oil inside each one as well. We're gonna brush it in there. Gonna basically get the same effect as if we were shallow frying these. And since these are a little bit concave from the way they were refrigerated, I'm gonna use my Blackstone Griddle press to keep them flat. Most recipes that I've seen on YouTube or most food trucks deep fry these things. I think that the air fryer would also be a good option. We're doing a breakfast variety today, so you have to have chorizo. I recommend getting something that's good from a butcher that you can trust, because if you buy some of those crazy brands of chorizo out there, you're getting all the portions of the pig in there, and I want a little more control, hopefully slightly more healthy. Chorizo, absolutely delicious Mexican sausage, perfect for breakfast burritos, or in this case, breakfast sopes. Let's check on our sopes. Perfect, look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous golden brown. Let's check out our sopes. Oh yeah, look at that, man. Gorgeous, gorgeous color. I'm actually just gonna pull these aside for now. We'll set them up on our bacon press. That way they'll stay nice and hot and they'll be ready when we're ready to plate those up. We're gonna crack some eggs. Let's whisk our eggs up with a fork here, kind of break them up. Egg mixture down into my chorizo. Just fold those over a few times and we'll scramble up our eggs. Any kind of Tex-Mex seasoning works well. I think today we're gonna use Blackstone Street Taco. We're gonna go with a lot of cheese today. This is a Mexican cheese blend, queso, quesadilla, asadero, Monterey Jack. The cheese is melting, so let's grab our sopes. Come over here. I just love using cast iron platters for presenting my food or for cooking on the griddle. Look at that. That cheese is just melted beautifully. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So go ahead and pull that chorizo and cheese. Oh, look at that cheese, by the way. Look at that. That's the queso quesadilla. Grab our mixture here, our filling. Now, traditional street style sopes have salsa and just onions and cilantro. So I decided to do my own thing today and make a breakfast one. I could see making a version of this with refried beans. You could pretty much even do a chili relleno version of this. I think I'll do that one next. So in the traditional sense, we're gonna go down with the chopped white onions and cilantro. This is the way they'd be served up in most of the food trucks. A Mexican crumbling cheese. Today we have queso fresco. A little bit of queso fresco on top. You can also use crema. You know how much I love it, but since we've got several kinds of cheese on there today, I'm gonna opt out, but definitely recommend it. Last but not least, my all-time favorite Mexican hot sauce, the Cholula chili garlic. Cholula chili garlic, not regular Cholula, but chili garlic all the way. And you know how some people do. They like to go in with one of those dustings at the end. Take a look at that. You can use these as an appetizer or as a main dish. You pick them up like this. Perfect finger food. Oh, smells so good. Let's give it a try. These things are so good. I'm definitely gonna be making more in the future. What's not to like about that? So good. I've made lots of tacos and lots of fajitas, but today I want to show you how to make a fajita taco with a chipotle lime crema. I have some Colorado bison sirloin steaks, and look how I've paired these nicely with my Colorado cutting board. Come on. I'm not going to do any special prep today. Just going to slice these up. I'll drizzle a little bit of olive oil on my sirloin, and we'll hit that up with Blackstone's tequila lime seasoning. Now we can make our chipotle lime crema. So in the past, I've mainly just used crema, just regular as is. I picked this up at Walmart. It's actually for smoothies, but since crema is a really watery condiment, I think it might work out well. That way I don't have to lug the Vitamix out here with an extension cord. We're gonna go with a good cup and a half of sour cream, and we're gonna put in several chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. I'm gonna put at least 4 of those chipotles in there with the sauce. Need a little bit of salt, so we can put the tequila lime in there as well. Last but not least, a little bit of fresh lime juice. This has USB wireless power. Let's see if this works. Oh yeah, I'm hopeful. Like I said, this is actually made for smoothies, so I think a few shakes at the end might be all that the doctor ordered. Let's open it up and check out my homemade chipotle lime crema. Looks perfect. Blackstone Pro Series 22-inch griddle. I love this little griddle. Olive oil for me, no matter what I'm cooking, no matter what I'm doing on a Blackstone griddle, even if I just have a skillet on top of it and I'm heating up a sauce, I always want it to look like that, glistening with oil. I have an old school Blackstone fajita skillet, but I'm not gonna cook these in there, but I think it might be nice for the plate presentation. So let's throw that down there for now and get that nice and hot. My griddle is smoking hot, so down with the bison sirloin, and immediately down with the onions and peppers that I had in the refrigerator. In today's case, we have red and red. Flower Street taco. We'll put these down and we'll start to toast up our tortillas. Sirloin is not going to take long at all. I definitely don't want to overcook these. This is a very tender piece of steak. Let's do a quick flip on my tortillas. That's what I want. Friends, we want these to be pliable. We're folding these up into a fajita. We don't want to turn these into a tortilla chip, so real quick, then we'll stack these up and put them straight in my tortilla warmer. I also have some garlic cloves here that I've had marinating in some Scott's garlic oil. Here we go. When you go to a Mexican restaurant, no matter what you order, whether you order a chimichanga or a taco salad, the server comes by you with a platter of fajitas. You hear that sound every time. I should have ordered fajitas. I have a few of my Blackstone taco holders here. The smaller version, these came in one of the special Black Friday kits a year and a half ago. My Blackstone tongs are too big, so I had to go in the house and grab these little sissy tongs. Now with our homemade chipotle lime crema, pick off some fresh cilantro leaves. Last but not least, that fresh lime juice on top. And you know me, I have to have that Cholula chili garlic, even though we have a lot of heat on there with chipotle lime crema. For some reason, I love the flavor of this, and I just love the contrast. A little bit of red on top. Take a look at that. Let's give it a try. That chipotle lime crema is so good. I have to go in for another bite. Well, let's just finish it off. So I'm gonna go back to the truck. Gonna fire up my brand new Blackstone Outback tan griddle. Gonna make some antelope fajitas. Made it back to the truck. Steve is here. And here's that sweet Outback tan 22-inch adventure ready griddle. Fajita veggies. Picked up some yellow and red bell pepper. Red onion. Fajita veggies, so red onion, yellow and red bell pepper, some big old jalapenos, and a bunch of cloves of garlic. Have my griddle on about medium. It's a pretty calm day. Olive oil. I'll put the jalapenos down first so we can start to blister those up a little bit. Toss in my cloves of garlic, a little more olive oil. Blackstone Essential Blend, so salt, pepper, garlic. Oh yeah, look at those jalapenos, baby, looking good. I'm gonna keep those oiled and we'll keep turning them. Peppers and garlic looking good, so let's dump the fajita veggies, peppers and onions down as well. You can season these any way you want. We have that essential blend. I also have the fajita with me as well. And I've got some Colorado antelope fillets, some back straps that I sliced up in the hotel last night. I marinated them overnight in Scott's Food Products Citrus Asada Marinade. Just tried the meat, making sure it's done. Perfect, good and tender. Little oil down on the griddle top. Toast up some flour tortillas. Get them nice and warm. All right, so tortillas are warming up. I don't really want these things crispy. So just want some oil on there, and yeah, I want them nice and pliable. Jalapenos, let's go. Antelope fajitas out here in the wilderness. Steve, let's give it a try. We're loving the marinade. It is so good. These are outstanding, and they would be phenomenal if I made these at home, let alone out here in Nebraska in the Pine Ridge region. So good. So make sure you're following us at blackstoneproducts.com. And I sure do appreciate you. Please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. So until next time, this is Todd and Steve. Praise the Lord and pass the fajitas.